like to welcome you to the inauguration of the exhibition Looted Cultures, Stolen Lives, by sharing a verse from the famous cultural exhibition Looted Cultures, Stolen Lives, presented to you today in cooperation with the Municipality Council of Morpho, is not a tale. It is the tragic history of the looted cultural heritage of Cyprus. It is the tragic story of our birthplace, the town called Morpho, situated in the northwestern part of the island and which remains under Turkish occupation since 1974. Part of the tragic recent history of the rape of our cultural civilization, which is also our common European heritage. Cyprus a victim of invasion, spoliation and conquest by powerful empires and invaders throughout the centuries. I do not seek bright glory. I do not dream of trophies. I only ask this much, the least in this wide world. I demand only the land I was born. I demand only the land I was born in. And this land is called Morpho. Along with Kyrenia, Famagusta, remember that there is another town, Morpho, and there are more than 300 villages which need the solidarity of all the European parliamentarians, and we ask for this solidarity to be expressed now that Turkey is joining the EU and it follows its pre-accession, risk. They have to comply to the EU acquis communautaire, and this is what we ask from you, to press Turkey that really she has the key for the solution of the Cyprus problem, to work for a just and viable solution which will reunite the island again.
We would like to begin by expressing our warm thanks to Ms. Santigoni Papadopoulou, a member of the European Parliament and former mayor of occupied Morpho, for inviting us to address this meeting entitled Looted Cultures, Stolen Lives. Mrs. Papadopoulou is a highly regarded, active supporter of the right of the people of Cyprus to a just and viable settlement which will rid them of the presence of Turkish occupation troops and allow them to return to their ancestral homes.
Our country, the small island of Cyprus in the Mediterranean, is under occupation since August 1974, when Turkey invaded and forcefully occupied 37% of our land. Part of this occupied land is our town, the town of Morpho.
I attended the Morpho rally for several of those years, and yes, I know it's the wish of all of us that we have a free and united Cyprus in the EU, and that you can actually go to Morpho itself and not just stand on the green line and hope that one day you may actually get there. There are, in fact, as I'm sure a lot of you know, internationally binding treaties about cultural heritage, which have, unfortunately and sadly, been ignored by the Turks in the occupied territories in the north. And I think part of what we need to do is to make sure that, as much as we can, that these treaties are actually adhered to. There's the Hague Convention, which goes back a long way, before the occupation in 1954.
It will be, it will be a long process, but we will back you up. You are behind you, and we are supporting you in this process, but in a negotiated way. So, good luck, and thank you for welcoming us. You are part of my family now.
Thank you so much.
Cyprus is no exception to this, and I'm convinced that the Cypriots' art and traditions represent a great added value of the European cultural landscape, even more after the EU accession 6 years. And of course, I don't want to forget to tell how delighted I am to be with you and to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Republic of Cyprus, because I think it is very important that we are here for celebrating. Please help us and let it clear that if you vote for the Socialists and Democrats, of course, you have the best chance to make sure that this is the Europe, this is the progressive way out of the crisis. And you can be sure that when we are together at the leaders meeting with George McEnroe, we need a solidarity, a strong solidarity.
Cyprus is, you know, important to show that we were able to survive and to be here today, and to be here both as a state and as a proud member of the European Union.
With what happened recently on the ships in Gaza, and a remarkable number of citizens of the European Union demanded that this illegal occupation of Gaza ends. As did Turkey. I was extremely pleased to see Turkey in the first line of demanding the application of international law in 2010 and the ending of occupations. Because this is indeed what all civilized people in Europe hope and expect that Turkey will also do in Cyprus. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.